Welcome back, everyone. Great to be here with you on this Integrative Health Coach Success Podcast, number 154. If you want to get all of today's takeaways for the show and all of the pertinent links, head on over to integrativehealthpractitioner.org/154 or ihp.coach/154. They'll both take you to the same place. Today's going to be a fun show. We're going to be talking about something that I used to teach and talk about over and over and over to all of the 24 plus members that I had as team members at my wellness locations in Boston, Massachusetts, and now to, well, many people on my team over at Equalife and IHP and Cabral Wellness. So the big thing is this. You need to understand how you can stand out from a crowd of coaches. So even though, and I've done this before on my typical yearly state of the industry, which I'll be giving another one this October at our live event. If you're an IHP, you have to come meet us in person. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to get 200 people, that's our tickets available, to meet this October. I believe it's somewhere around the 20th, at a large convention, beautiful hotel in Florida. And we're going to get to all really meet up for the first time, which is phenomenal. I can't wait to do it. It's going to be a lot of fun, 2 days, and it's action-packed as well. So a lot of exclusive content that you'll also only get at this event. That's happening this October, and it's the 21st and 22nd in sunny Florida. If you're already an IHP and you don't know about the event, well, simply go to, I believe it's IHP. Well, I want you to do this. Email support@ihp.coach, and they're going to give you the direct link and all the amazing things that go along with it. And if you'd like to attend this event, this is a business coaching career-based event, assuming that you're taking, obviously, the health coaching certification. You can join the IHP community by going to integrativehealthpractitioner.org, set up a complimentary call with one of our enrollment counselors. There's no obligation. They'll tell you more about the program. Of course, you can download the brochure, etc. So this is what we teach, though. This is what we do is, yes, there's over 100,000 coaches in the U.S., but that doesn't mean that that's too many. There's 330 million people in the United States, right? And so 100,000, 110,000 coaches, it's not a big deal. And as a coach, you can work with any of the 3 billion people around the world that are online right now, anywhere in the world, virtually. So it's incredible to do. What I want to share with you here today, though, is how to make sure that you stand out from I could do that, and really separate yourself as someone that's like, oh, this person's on another level, right? So that's what I want to help you with. So first, make sure you have the right certifications, whether you're a personal trainer, whether you're a health coach, nutritionist, etc. After that, then stand out by developing this one thing that I'm going to share with you. And it basically means that you will never be a commodity. Being a commodity is the worst thing that you could possibly do in any service-based business or product-based business, okay? So one way to know that you are a commodity is to charge the lowest price, right? Or charge a low price. If you charge a low price, you are lumped in with everyone, and a low price does not confer value. Let me give you an example. Let's say that there's a dog food, and one costs $19.95 for the month, okay? The other one is $49.95. Well, automatically in your mind, you're probably thinking the $49.95 is much better ingredients, higher quality, better for you. And it's right next to the one that's $19.95, and you're like, oh, this is the cheap stuff. It has soy in it. It has mainly GMO cornmeal. It has all these things that, a dog really shouldn't be eating, right? And so right away, if you charge the lowest possible price, you're already thought of as a commodity. You're like, well, yeah, I mean, they're a health coach and they charge, $59. Okay, well, I mean, it's not that much money. I was kind of expecting they'd charge more with all their experience, right? So it kind of tells people what level you're at right away. Now, I'm not saying that you need to overcharge clients, and you shouldn't. But I'm just telling you right now, if it's $180 for an appointment, so just think about it. A hairstylist, let's get out of the health industry because sometimes we get a little strange when we're thinking about ourselves, right? So, okay, there's a hairstylist. One charges $39 for a haircut. The other one charges $150. Well, you're probably thinking the person that charges $150 has way more experience. They're way better. It's going to be a way better haircut. That's how everybody thinks. It's not like just, again, yeah, sure, 1% of the population won't think that way, but most people, like, the person charges more, they're better. It's the way that it is. So be really careful with your pricing, all right? Don't become a commodity. You don't have to overcharge people, but charge at least what you're worth. Like that's important, right? Okay, so lower price automatically, like I said, means that you're a commodity. Selling one session at a time, you're a commodity, right? Like, I could do one session, I could do 12 sessions, I could do 1,000 sessions, and anything you want, right? So giving people anything they want and developing whatever they want for them, you basically tells people, like, you're not that in demand, you're willing to work for any price, and you can develop any package they want. And you'll do one session at a time because you're really not that busy, right? So be careful with that. We teach inside of IHP, you do 3 or 4 important appointment packages, month 1, month 2, month 3. And then if you do 4, it can be, 3 payments, but it's 60-minute call, next month, 60-minute call, then third and fourth month, 30-minute calls. They both work great. You choose. It's your practice. You get to decide, right? But that's the package that you offer. That's it. One appointment, what's it going to get you? You take one piano lesson. How great are you going to become at the piano in one piano lesson? You really think you're going to learn everything you need to know about diet, exercise, stress reduction, toxin removal, rest and sleep protocols, emotional balance, scientifically based supplements and the protocols, and a success mindset in one session? So you think you'll get everything you need out of one session, right? So who's that good for? Is it good for you? Is it good for your client? No, it's not good for either one of you. So let's not do that, right? Let's not do it. Let's offer a package, not a session. That was like, I remember back in the day, and I was reminiscing with this with, I don't know who it was, someone from the fitness industry that's an old school guy like myself, which, by the way, I never thought that I'd be able to say that, because when I was in the industry, I was always like the young guy in the industry. I was 22 working at this huge health club called the Sports Club A in Boston, and there was 33 other personal trainers that got hired on day one. That's how crazy it was. And I was one of the 2 youngest people there, and there were people in their 30s, 40s, and 50s as personal trainers. I'm like, what am I even doing here? Anyway, but it is nice to say that. It's nice to be able to think back over 20 years of being in the industry. And, and then people like Mike Boyle, Coach Boyle, and maybe like Juan Carlos and a few other people can say, hey, they've been doing it even longer than I have, which is great. So, but we were talking about, his name is escaping me. His last name is Phil Kaplan. All right, came back. So Phil Kaplan used to recommend you pay for one session plus the next one. It was called a series or something like that. And I really thought Phil was great, and he was before me as well. But it was one of the things that I never agreed on. I never agreed with that. I always believed, as a personal trainer, you sell that time slot, because literally you only have 5 PMs all week long. If someone purchases a 12-week package with you, not too long, not too short, not only you're going to get them results because they're with you for 3 months, but also you reserve that time. So anyway, that was me. And I also then could forecast how many clients do I need. And so it's really helpful for the industry. So it was the only thing that I really disagreed with Phil on. But again, we can still be friends. So that's that. And what I also wanted to share with you was this. So we talked about price. We talked about sessions and packages. Always offer a program. Now, it kind of goes along with your sessions. You can't offer a one-session program. That's not a program. It's one session, right? One appointment. So during a program is different. It really creates you as an authority. So, like, I'll use Julia, for example. Julia Hayes Wellness. She has her 3-session program. She has a 6-month program. She has her detox program, right? Now, you can use, like, she uses Equalife's functional medicine detox for 21 days. And you can see on her website the great results she gets people. Okay, so, but that doesn't mean that they're, like, that person is Equalife, or they're only recommending Equalife, or no. They're just borrowing the functional medicine 21-day detox as part of one of their programs. But guess who's leading the program? Julia. Julia is the authority there, right? She's the one answering their questions, setting up that Facebook group like I talked about over the last 2 weeks. She's the one doing that. She's the one that's enabling her client success. The detox is a separate program that she's implementing in her 21-day program. See what I'm saying? It's only one part of it, because the Equalife Functional Medicine Detox is only one part of that. Here's some other things that you always want to add to your programs. Text chat, all right? Whether it's through WhatsApp or Voxer or your own, like, business cell, or any of the text-based ones is totally fine. Online meal programs, right? Meal plans. Online exercise or workout programs. supplement-based protocols you can recommend, a community aspect to it so they know they're not the only one, like the small group that I just talked about over the last 2 weeks, and then also the accountability that they get. That you can never be a commodity. And all the things that I just added, let me run through them again. And by the way, that small group online coaching, how to get started with that was episode 150. So definitely go to ihp.coach/150 and then listen to last week's, which was 152, on how to basically have people go from small group to one-on-one coaching with you, obviously to their betterment, because they're going to get better results. But listen to this: text chat, online like workout programs, meal plans, supplement protocols, community aspect, accountability. Almost none of those cost you anything to do, right? They don't. And because think about it. If you're listening to this podcast, you might already be familiar with Equalife. Equalife's Iobone program. Have you seen the app? I mean, if you haven't seen the app, people get their meditation, binaural beats, online workouts, meal plan, and you're the one that can take them through it. But it's literally as easy as them signing up, and it's already done for them. And then you can tell them if you want what workouts for them to do. You don't have to create the workouts, right? Supplement protocols. All right, well, if they have digestive issues, you might be doing them the CBO protocol. Like, you're going to figure that out, but it's not a whole lot more work for you. The accountability, all right? Well, they're probably getting accountability through that text chat, but maybe it's like Friday check-ins. That's what I used to do with my clients. Hey, Friday check-ins. We're going to have a strong weekend. We're going to have a great weekend. Check in with me on Friday. Let's make sure we're doing well. So like things like that, again, you can also charge more for because you're offering a program, not an appointment, okay? And you're giving a lot of value add-ons that may not cost you a lot, except maybe like, 15 minutes per client per week to do these check-ins for one client, but you get so much more out of it. And if you need to, okay, you might say, well, 15 minutes times 10 clients adds up. That's 150 minutes. Okay, yeah, you're right. That's what, let's just say it's 2.5 hours or so. Well, just say, what is your time worth 2.5 hours for those 10 clients? And you might say, well, I like to charge $200 an hour. All right, so that's $500. Well, what's $500 now over 10 clients? It's $50. Well, you should be charging then $50 more per month so that you can add in your time, which is what clients need for the follow-up. So instead of charging $100 or $90 a month now, it's $140 a month, but they get a program. Trust me, people get results from programs, not a one-off appointment where they never talk to you again. Nobody gets results that way. I tried it myself for years, meaning like for me with other practitioners, I know it doesn't work. You need to be able to keep in touch. And that's why we do these 3 or 4 month packages and they get all these amazing things in, which is why we tell people you should be charging $180 or at least $150 per month so that you can add in all these great other value add-ons. Because if you do that, people see you as not a commodity. You charge better prices. You get paid more. You don't have to work with as many clients. You take better care of the clients you do have. Literally everybody wins. So please do this. I'm telling you right now, from someone who's been in this profession a long time, the best thing that you can do is get clients results. That's your goal. To do that, close to one-on-one as possible. Okay? That personalized touch, that weekly check-in helps a lot. Then you get referrals because you did such an amazing job getting them results and you begin to build your practice. This is how all the most successful coaches have done it. And hopefully you are beginning to implement these practices as well. Thank you so much for tuning into today's show. As always, we appreciate you. If you're not already a part of the IHP community, I'm telling you right now, you will not regret it. It is the best health coaching certification and community in the world. You can check it out right now by going to integrativehealthpractitioner.org. It's the perfect add-on to whatever practice you run right now. I'm telling you right now. All right, take care, and hopefully we see you in October at the event as well.